Clap it up. I don't know why I'm clapping yet, but you better start clapping. Clap it up for Expedition 33. Expedition 33. Man, this game was so good. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you guys been in the Twitch stream or watched YouTube a couple weeks ago. I had done a video on Expedition 33 and I actually finally beat it. I played on expert, so you know I'm a real gamer. Yeah, I beat the game. To me, this game will be game of the year. It's my personal game of the year. The game is amazing, and I'm not even really a turn-based type of guy. Last turn-based game I played was Metaphor, and I didn't beat it. Not because I didn't like it, but because Marvel Rivals came out. But yeah, I just want to do a little quick review on my thoughts, what I like, what I dislike. No, there's not much dislikes. I'm gonna be real. This is gonna be straight glaze. But yeah, so if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So, I played this game. I started playing it the day of release. I played it on Game Pass. So I got Game Pass. You get to play a game for free. Not for free, but if you have the subscription, you can download it. As long as you have the subscription up and available, you could play it. And this is weird because this is the first game I was like, yo, I should have bought I should have bought the full game. Or not full game, but I should have bought the game. Because this game is actually, this is $50 by the way. It's not 70, it's not 60, it's $50. So we back in 2007. We back to 2007 where games were 60 and below. Yeah, it's well worth the money. There's certain games that you know how AAA games are starting to go 70 and 80. Crazy. This game, I'm not condoning it, but if it was $80, this is that peak. There's certain games, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate, this game, there are just certain games that the quality in them does not reflect on the price tag. It's just so amazing for that. But yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place, but I'll try to keep this structured. I don't do scripts, you know, your boy don't do scripts. The only scripts I do is the scriptures. Hallelujah. But yeah, so we're gonna start with the most important thing of a game is the gameplay. Now, if you do well, you don't know, but I'm not really a turn-based type of guy. I did play Pokemon, did play certain games, but turn-based really isn't my first option. The first turn-based game I truly gave a try in my adult years was Metaphor, and I really did enjoy it. And as long as the setting is cool and there's a spin on it, it's fine. And before I was like, yo, Metaphor might be up there for turn-based games. And then this game just came and was like, yo, hold my beer. And just blew it out the water. So in this game, there's kind of active combat in the turn-based. So they have a parry, they have a dodge, a gradient parry, and a jump. So with the dodge, it's like a roll from Dark Souls, or it's like a step back, a backdash, and you are able to dodge the opponent's moves as long as you do it during the active frames. There's just a regular dodge and it's a perfect dodge. And with that, it's a lot more forgiving than the parry, which is when an opponent does the attack right before it hits you or right as it is hitting you, you press RB for me. I think that's just about it. I press RB and you get to parry the move. And if you are able to parry all the hits from the opponent, do this thing called a counter attack, and you get to do big damage. You get to hurt their stun meter, and it gets crazy because then you have to choose, especially on the hardest difficulty, you have to choose, do I dodge this move? But if I do hit him, I know that my character has good counterattack damage and it'll be worth it. But is it worth it to die, get one shot? It's just so many mind games within the game that makes it so much fun. And the jump is there's, oh, I slapped my mic. There'll be a symbol that pops up from the enemy. They'll do a attack that slams the ground, you jump and attack them. Gradient parry or a gradient attack is literally just goes slow-mo and you are able to parry them in a fills up your gradient bar. And yeah, the combat is just so fun and interactive. I usually, this is TikTok brain, I usually will watch something while I play a game. I was not doing that. I was playing this game straight up, straight cinema in my front monitor, like, and it was just so interactive, and I enjoyed it. The next thing are these things called pictos, which are kind of like perks for your character. So if you want to make a character a heavy hitter, you would add certain perks to them. So like with Mael, I had like a lot of critical damage strikes, so I think I got her critical damage up to like 75%. So like basically every hit she was doing, unless it was like, you know, I got unlucky, because it is a coin flip, not a coin flip, but it's like 25% chance I would miss, it was always critting, and she was just doing so much damage. I think the most damage I did, now I didn't go crazy, I didn't go all the way to the tens of millions to a billion. I did like 1 million damage. I was like, this is crazy. This character do mad damage. And like you can like just make your characters in who you want them to be, and it adds so much flexibility to the characters. Another character was Verso. I had him literally be the one to weaken the characters and do shots, and just because there's shots in the game, if you press R2, you're able to aim, and then you're able to shoot. I mean, if you press L2, you're able to aim, and then with R2, you're able to shoot. And he was like just spamming, and he would get his stuff back, so it would be like so much damage. And I had marked shots, and when he hit people with marked shots, he would get his AP back, which is attack points. And he was just like, I was just cycling him on over and over again. And I had also Shiel, who was more of a support, because she had like heals, she also did damage, she also did status to them, like flames and everything. So it was just really like, you can make your party kind of like this broken machine if you want to. Now the enemies, they are just as broken. There's some sorry, there's some moves that are just like, yo bro, like this, I just have to dodge this, and how do you like get past this? And then some enemies put status effect on you that you die after a certain amount of turns, but it's fair. Sometimes it's usually at the end of the enemy's life that they do that, and there's sometimes also like things that you could do to prevent it, like you could do like status removals and everything. But yeah, the gameplay is just so interactive. Every character's different, they have so much feel, and like the feeling of the game and just the depth is just so much fun to do. The enemy variety is great. It's just, oh my gosh. I can just keep talking about this, but just go play the game. Go play the game. Next is a story. Now, I have not been invested in a game with great characters and story in a long time. Now, if we're just talking about gameplay, the last game I was invested to crazy about gameplay was Elden Ring. But Elden Ring is a different type of game. You don't really play Elden Ring for the characters. You play for the combat, gameplay, and the a little bit of the lore and the world. So lore and the world, basically. You don't really play for like the story, because you have to go watch a Bhakti video to know what's going on, because the FromSoft's how they give information is not as good. But yeah, I don't think I've been loving characters, loving the world building, loving all aspects of the game this much in a while. And I gotta say this, Elden Ring is a 10 out of 10, but it's a 10 out of 10 for different reasons in its own aspects. This is a 10 out of 10 because it has all three of the aspects that I think that make a game like this 10 out of 10, when it has the characters, gameplay, and the story. You have some amazing characters in here that deal with different things. I'm not gonna really spoil, but there's just certain things that happen in their life that they have to deal with. The overall theme of the game, it is about grief and how you deal with it and how it can affect other people. And is it like, do you move on, or do you try to live like in that grief? It's just a really good story. The characters are great. My favorite character, I gotta choose between either Verso or Mael, but after that ending, I went with my boy Verso. Yeah, Verso to me is the best character. It's very sad. The endings are interesting. This is not a... I'm not even gonna talk about the endings because I might do spoilers, but the ending is really good. The characters are really good. The world and its depth. I know fellas might come at me. You know, this is an AOT Glazer channel. It's I'm not gonna say it's like AOT, but in the sense of when you are, every time they give you an answer, there are like 5 more questions that you need asked or like you need answered. And I love that about this game. It doesn't hold your hand like, we need to stop the painters. That's the painters. This guy's evil. No, as you are watching the cinematic play out, I'm literally talking to myself like, wait, so he did, but that's okay. What? Oh, I'm like, okay, this is lit. Okay, okay. And I haven't played a game like that in a while, especially like, I play story games, but I haven't played like a great story game in a long time. Especially one that is just allowing to the story to develop in, like, as you digest it, and hold your hand. You need to pay attention, and you need to think about what you're seeing in front of you as it unfolds. Yes, there are some times where they'll be like, excuse me, this is happening, and this is the result of this. But it's like, as it's happening, you are digesting it and translating it and trying to pick apart the story as it goes. And it's just an amazing story, man. I could, without getting into spoilers, just play the game, bro. I know it's turn-based, but please just play it. Last and final thing. With every great game, behind every great game, man, is a great OST. Bro, I put out an OST video not too long ago. Go check it out if you want. The OST for this game, it got jazz, it got guitar, it got opera. It hit the feels. The OST is probably the best OST I've heard in a long time. The last OST I downloaded and I really liked was Stellar Blades. Stellar Blade is on that near tip. This is also on the near tip as well in terms of having a great soundtrack. There are some fights that are like, yo, why does this song go so hard for this fight? And right now, I got Lumiere in the rotation. I'm just gonna say the Renoir boss fight music, and the Minoko OST. Right now, those are my favorite. And apparently, this was a fella they found off SoundCloud. The app, I thought SoundCloud was dead. I thought that joint got shut down. I guess only Spinrilla did. They got the guy, he was a composer on SoundCloud, and then they ended up having him for the composer, and he just, bro, homie, you did your thing with that, bro. That joint was amazing. I'll be listening to that joint while I'm working, when I'm working out, just chilling. I show it, like when I was playing the game, I was showing it to my little brother and some of my family members. It's just so good. But yeah, that's the review. Hopefully it was good, man. I really did enjoy this game. I played it on Xbox like I said earlier, but I'm eventually going to buy it on Steam and just play it again. Unfortunately, my data won't carry over, but if I wanted to play New Game Plus, I'll just play it on the Game Pass Xbox app or whatever. But yeah, more videos like this coming out soon, especially in this gaming climate where we got Doom Dark Ages. I can't really do a Stellar Blade one. Elden Ring, Night Rain. You guys see a lot of Night Rain on the channel. I'll be playing with my boys. And yeah, remember Christ is King. Make sure you thank him for giving you breath and life today, because one moment we're here, one moment we're not. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.